Hello friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy, and I am an ordained minister. And we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we will be through 2025. In 2026, we'll start the KJV. I think it's like the 1863 or 1873 or something like that. I have to go take a look. In this video, though, we are in Genesis. We are in chapter 45. And we're gonna do the whole thing. So verses 1 through 28. So let's jump in. Joseph makes himself known. He's been testing his brothers, and was about to take Benjamin as a slave, but Judah wouldn't allow it. Judah was, begging to have his life exchanged for his brothers, and Judah is the one who came up with the idea to sell Joseph into slavery. That was his idea. So Joseph makes himself known, chapter 45, verse 1. Then Joseph could no longer control himself before all of his attendants, and he cried out, "Have everyone leave my presence!" So there was no one with Joseph when he made himself known to his brothers, and he wept so loudly that the Egyptians heard him, and Pharaoh's household heard about it. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still living?" But his brothers were not able to answer him because they were terrified at his presence. Then Joseph said to his brothers, "Come close to me." When they had done so, he said, "I am your brother Joseph, the one you sold into Egypt. And now, do not be distressed, and do not be angry with yourselves for selling me here, because it was to save the lives that God sent me ahead of you." It was to save lives of God's guys. For 2 years now, there's been a famine in the land, and for the next 5 years, there will not be plowing and reaping. But God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant on the earth to save your lives by great deliverance. B. We're to save you as a great band of survivors. So then, it was not you who sent me here, but God. He made me father to Pharaoh, lord of his entire household, and ruler of all of Egypt. Now hurry back to my father and say to him, "This is what your son Joseph says. God has made me lord of all of Egypt. Come down to me, don't delay. You shall live in the region of Goshen, and be near me, you, your children and grandchildren, your flocks and herds, and all you have. I will provide for you there, because 5 years of famine are still to come. Otherwise, you and your household and all who belong to you will become destitute." He's like, "Don't starve. Come here. You can see for yourselves, and so can my brother Benjamin, that it is really I who am speaking to you. Tell my father about all the honor accorded to me in Egypt, and about everything I have seen, and bring my father down here quickly." And then he threw his arms around his brother Benjamin and wept. And Benjamin embraced him, weeping. And he kissed all of his brothers and wept all over him. Afterwards, his brothers talked with him. When the news reached Pharaoh's palace that Joseph's brothers had come, Pharaoh and all of his officials were pleased. So it's good. They're not even angry. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Tell your brothers, do this. Load your animals and return to the land of Canaan, and bring your father and families back to me. I will give you the best land of Egypt, and you can enjoy the fat of the land." So I'm like, okay. So the sons of Israel did this. Joseph gave them carts, as Pharaoh had commanded, and he also gave them provisions for the journey. To each of them he gave new clothing, but to Benjamin he gave 300 shekels of silver and 5 sets of clothes. That's a lot. That's about 7.5 pounds, or 3.5 kilograms of silver. That's a lot of silver. Whew. And this was sent to his father, 10 donkeys loaded with the best things in Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain and bread and other provisions for his journey, because he knows his father mourns for him, but he is not dead. So it is to be a celebration. Verse 24. Then he sent his brothers away, and they were leaving. He said to them, "Don't quarrel on the way." So they went out of Egypt and came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan, and they told him, "Joseph is still alive. In fact, he is the ruler of all of Egypt." Jacob was stunned. He did not believe them. But when they told him everything Joseph had said to him, and then when he saw the carts Joseph had sent to carry him back, the spirit of their father Jacob revived. And Israel, note the difference there in language, and Israel said, "I am convinced." So he suddenly has his faith back. "My son Joseph is still alive. I will go see him before I die." So he hasn't lost his son. Now he has hope. So, until the next video, friends.